And this conversation is from yesterday's. Whilst we were talking yesterday, it was Tuesday, somebody made a comment about loans, about people who have debt. And it got me, very curious. And he made mention of something. And I went online, obviously, to try and find out if what he said was true. There was some truth to it, because I also asked some friends of mine in Lagos and Abuja, when this particular scenario was being raised, right? But we're not focusing on that particular event because that's going to be left for the government to carry out investigations and if they want to, prosecute anybody. But this morning, I'd like for us to look at a mindset, all right? Once again, it's a mindset that I don't want to believe, right, is prevalent, or rather I don't believe it's akin to just Nigerians, because I think human beings would definitely make this mistake or any type of mistake of their own volition. People decide to do this or decide not to do that if they feel they want to or they do not want to. Now, in 2015, the federal government launched the Anchors Borrowers Scheme, ABS, to give much-needed loans to farmers. Now, back in 2021, when the government struggled to get thousands of farmers to repay their loans, right? Out of 70,000 farmers in Kebbi State, listen to this. This is the report on Nairametrics, and some other stats are found. Out of 70,000 farmers that received the loans, less than 1,000 had paid back. Now, almost every single year, when we have issues or when we talk about things that have to do with finance or trying to improve agriculture, people go, oh, government should make loans. Government should make, agricultural loans. Government should make business loans. Government should make maritime loans. Government should make loans available. The banks, the private sector should also come in so that, we can, grow the small and medium scale enterprises, yada, 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 yada. All well and good. But you see, there is a Nigerianness that is our focus this morning. Yes, it's about government loans, but it's a general loan thing. Question number one. Why is there a high rate of loan defaults by Nigerians? That'll be you and I. Number two. Should stricter punishments be used on loan defaulters? You see, the Nigerian attitude to debt is curious, and nowhere could this have been made better demonstrated than in the federal government's failure to recover thousands of loans. Even during COVID, if you remember, there was that thing about COVID that there was loan. In fact, it got so bad that scammers started to copy it. Oh, federal government is giving 70,000, 55,000. Come and put your name here, and then they scam you off. Because, there's that problem of, the government's, inability to determine what an actual database is and then, use them. However, there is the mindset, and in its lowest form, right? Talking about people who walk around every day, people like you, people like Jude. This is our reaction to loans. Please, I know all of you have had stories. Oh, you lent somebody, 1,000 naira, 20,000, or 1 million naira, and the person is finding hard to give back. But this one hits home. You see, I know some of you who have borrowed money from your service provider, borrow to pay back. You don't have money. You can borrow 100 naira. Then you now pay back. Some of you will borrow, and then you throw away the SIM and you go and get another SIM. Indebting or placing your debts on the service provider. If you refuse to repay the 1,000 naira, the 2,000 naira, the 3,000 naira you are owing your service provider for data. It's not like they agreed to give you the money and then they didn't offer you the service. No, they offered you the service. You were making calls, you were browsing, you were going on Facebook, you were arranging dates, you were scamming people, and then when you were done, time to pay back, you refuse to load that SIM with the money that you owe. What exactly is this mentality about? Why do you default on loans? That's the big question this morning. There's little wonder why those loan companies, and you are all shouting, calling radio stations. Hey, they're calling people, they're threatening them, then they're sharing their numbers everywhere that this man is a scammer, this man is he's doing that, he's wrong, but did you pay? Did you pay?
The views and opinions shared on this program do not represent the position of Nigeriainfo FM. Nigeriainfo, let's talk.
And now, hello Port Harcourt with Jude on 92.3 Nigeriainfo.
017-923-0003, 017-923-0007, 017-923-0003, 017-923-0007. All right, at Nigeriainfo PH, at Nigeriainfo PH is where you'll find us on Facebook and on X, at Nigeriainfo PH, at Nigeriainfo PH is where you find us on Facebook and on X. Then get to WhatsApp. WhatsApp is 0809-030-6416, 0809-030-6416. All right, now let's have a conversation. Yes, government loans. Why is that some of you don't want to return it? Well, you want to repay, and then even the normal loans that you take. It's just something. It's all the risk of doing business in Nigeria, they say. Zion is in Nigeria. Zion, good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning. It is our economical environment.
Really? That we make somebody borrow money from the phone company, then refuse to pay back.
We don't even have economy in this country. And we end up giving loans to people who don't need it, who are not credit worthy, who don't have anything to do. It is a problem. Even most people who go to borrow, like all those fintechs, they are expecting somebody to dash them money to go and pay the loan they just collected. Even the airtime they borrowed, what do they borrow the airtime for? How do they use it? There was a man that once attacked the Nigerian government, so critical about it. And the Nigerian government said, okay, don't worry. Take this money and go help your people. Guess what? The man opened to open the bank. And Nigerians borrowed that money. The same Nigerians who complained, don't return the money. You know the history I'm talking about. The People's Bank. Here in Nigeria. Our economy is poor. We don't even have economy.
No, we do.
There are people who needed this money, who wants to borrow money to do real business. They don't access this money. We end up giving money, borrow money to people who are lazy, who have nothing to do. And we come back complain. Don't be surprised at that story you cited in the north that they gave money to farmers. Don't be surprised they give no farmer nothing. This is our environment. My state, Bayelsa, that they gave them 3 billion and 4 billion for loan. The day that money went into Bayelsa, we have political farmers everywhere. Everywhere.
What is a political farmer? Victor is in my 3. Victor, good morning to you, please.
Good morning, Mr. June.
Good morning.
So it's not yet a political farmer. In Nigeria, we have lots of them. But Jude, I'd like to do a different line. When the Nigerian government of any cadre come up with this crazy excuse that Nigerians don't pay loans or perhaps that they can't recover the loans. I think it's simply a demonstration of one of their usual inefficiencies.
Okay.
How do banks recover their loans? If this is the same case with banks, their banks would have been out of business. There will be no banks resistance in Nigeria. But yet, banks are rolling their business, giving out loans, getting their loans, and getting their profit. So, who is claiming today that they are not recovering their loan is a big lie. Before the issuance of the loan, they give it to themselves. They themselves share it among themselves, which is the political farmers and the political loanees.
Wow.
You can't loan out money and tell me you cannot get it. Apart from the ones I give to my friends and family, of which those ones they can come with emotions and blackmail. But you see those official ones, how do you give me 10 million naira without any plans to recover that money?
But Victor, don't forget, this is the same country people talk about. They can't access money without having huge collaterals, and they market the plan. Oh, we are going to give farmers maybe 1 million naira. You don't need collateral. Just give us proof that you have land and you have good. And then the money, like you said, becomes a political farming expenditure.
How do you keep money based on emotions? Okay. Why are these banks not actually falling into this trap? See, we are not serious in Nigeria. Until we become serious, we will not complain about loans not being returned.
Muriel is not cricket. Muriel, good morning to you, please.
Thank you, Jude. Good morning.
Good morning.
Jude, the other thing Nigeria is very smart. Jude, banks give loans. There's so many Nigerians go there when they apply for loans. Except the serious one knows what they want to do with this. But trust me, if the government, this state, federal or local government, wants to give out loans, every person comes. If they want farm scientists will come. If people that work hard, from all work will come to apply for that loan. If the local government wants to give it, and you see some people the local government to get their identification letter just for that loan. The government should issuing out loan, putting out the hands of people in the name of loans. There are some ways to different sectors in this nation. You don't just want to no, everybody comes. You think that everybody will come, not only some. So I think they are really doing this. That's what I'm not saying. They don't come to the mind of saying, and the people that is giving us the loan, this will not do this way. They should not to give. They are just doing it for the profit because we've had personal experiences, and yet they are doing it. So what government is like, Nigerians cannot take them to the field when they want to do something. They come and collect their own shit. That is what it is. They want a serious.
All right, thank you very much. So there is a problem of the verification processes, the determinants for the loans to be disbursed. There's also the follow-up. It's very interesting that some of you are making comparisons with the government forms of loan disbursement and then the banks. But let me share with you, I remember getting to read one of the bank statements from one of the big banks in this country some years ago. It was in the newspapers. You know, they usually put them out for the public to get to see. And then there was a segment that caught my eye. I'm not an accountant, right? But there's a piece, they say, okay, this is what we made from, interest. This is what we made. And then they put somewhere just below, non-performing loans. Non-performing loans. So I wrote that down. Call my friend who's an accountant. Say, hey, G, how far? What does this thing mean? It was in the red, minus. He said basically those are the loans bank give out, and for some reasons they are unable to recoup either the original money or even interest. In some cases, they don't even recover anything. And there are a few reasons. Maybe the person who they lend the money to dies. Catastrophe, act of God type of scenario. Something like that. And then sometimes people just disappear. They just refuse to pay. Minutes, 4 minutes and 30 seconds. So I'm going to go online and get to Instagram, I beg your pardon, get to our WhatsApp and our Telegram numbers. All right, 0809-030-6416, 0809-030-6416. And if you can, go on Facebook, all right, at Nigeriainfo PH, at Nigeriainfo PH. Now, good morning, good discussion. For me, they are learning from the government officials. Some of them will embezzle 50 billion naira. When you arrest them, they will say that let us go to court and settlement, and they will pay 500 million naira back to the government, and they will work free. So these defaulters, we borrow, and then they say that it's their own national cake, and then they are standing in they're sending the drama to other people that are genuine and they want to borrow this money. So my advice is the defaulters should face the penalty. Thank you. That's from Bedford. So the defaulters should face the penalty. This one's from Adebayo. Says, Mr. Jude, good morning. This matter of loan has been happening to farmers since the period of Babangida and Tai Sholari. Wow, it's been a long time since I heard that name, Tai Solari. Some of you probably don't know. Let me just quickly get his bio for you. Tai Solari is an educator, by the way. Augustus, here we are. Augustus Tai Solari, right, was a Nigerian educator and author. He established the famous Mayflower School, Ikene, Ogun State, in 1956. Now, he became the principal of Molusi College, Ijebu Igbo, a post he held until 1956, when he became the proprietor and principal of Mayflower. Now, why is this person so important? Well, because I remember reading about him as a secondary school student, and he was a critic, he had a book, and was also a philanthropist. And the most interesting thing, he was an avowed atheist. Anyway, thank you very much for reminding me of Tai Solari this morning. More messages, all right? Thank you very much. Churchill says, when it comes to loans, we don't usually hear about it until government official is interviewed, and that's when we'll know about it, but it will be too late. These are the things that have happened. Those farmers didn't get the money, so many politicians will take over the loans and steal everything. Just as we have ghost workers, that's how we have ghost farmers in Nigeria. Okay, all right. That has to be right now. That has to be the the message of the day so far. Ghost farmers. Wow. You don't know that. You guys are opening my eyes and ears, from political farmers to ghost farmers. Only in Nigeria, they say. Only in Nigeria. Jude, good morning. So who provoked you this morning? Or who did not scratch your back last night? That is making you hit us hot this morning. Talking about borrowed airtime or dates or from telecommunication or data from telecommunications. These people actually give airtime or data that runs like lightning. Finally, loan apps are very fraudulent. Hence, Nigerians have become more dubious than these loan apps. Right now from Moji. Right now, but that's the problem. Did you read the final prints? When you were going to these loan apps or these fintechs, whatever you want to call them, right? Did you read their terms and conditions? Did you agree to? If you did, why then would you not pay? And yes, when you talk about you borrow money from your telecom provider, right? It is clearly stated. Funny enough, I have never borrowed money or data from any of these agents. I get the offers. You know, when you recharge, you are not eligible to borrow 1 naira or 1,500 naira. Fine. But I have never. Because my father taught me, if you no get, wait until you get. There's nothing wrong with debt, but it is very wrong for you to borrow without the intention of paying. And from the conversation, it seems that's what a lot of people are doing, whether it's governmental, in the case of political farmers, or whether it's you, in the case of ghost farmers. Hello, Potako returns. Headline news coming up next.
Headline news, Nigeriainfo on
92.3.
Right to the top of our break when we have our stop set. That's by 11:55, and after that we'll be handing you over to the afternoon crew talking about the sunny side of conversations. But for now, I am asking you, yes, you, the Nigerian, why do you think there are so many loan defaults or defaulters in this country? From government loans to personal loans from organizations, and to even you borrowing money from your cousins, from your best friend, from your bestie, even husband and wife in this country. They will quarrel over loans. I borrowed you money that time to go and fix your car. Yeah, you say you pay me back end of the month. Darling, month has ended though. You have not. The man will not say, don't worry, next week. I'm expecting one money like that. And when that money comes, I'll give you. That one money, I'm using local parlance now. That one money they're waiting for, it may be another 3 or 4 months before it comes, And then, there's the back and forth and all of that. But the questions, once again, why do you think there is a high rate of loan defaults by Nigerians? That will be you, by the way. And number 2, should stricter punishments be used on loan defaulters? Remember, a couple of years ago, if not more, it was very trendy. I have received messages and calls like that. Hello, good morning. Do you know James? James is a crook. Stop doing business with him. The line will cut. Bam! Then I'll receive text, and people were like, no, this is wrong. This issue was even debated on at the Senate and the National Assembly. And I found it very funny. I found it very funny that these groups, whether the upper and the lower house, that called the regulatory agencies to say, look, you have to stop these loan companies from harassing people, right? Are the same groups, unfortunately, that have not been able to give a clear account of expenditure to Nigerians for certain things over the years. These same people are now asking. Oh, the irony is not left on you. Or is it? I'm not sure. All right, so Ola is in LML. Let's get set to hello to Ola this morning. We have Gospel in the chair. Ola, good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning, Jude.
Good morning.
Very interesting topic. I wouldn't say it's a lifestyle of we Nigerians, because I know there are so many reasonable people that are honest with integrity. Now, my mom warned me never to borrow but anybody money. The only thing I can do is give if I can afford it. But the only easiest way to die is borrow people money. When they can't pay back, they don't worry about your life. Now, you talk about the reasons why it's like that, why people don't pay. It's because even if there are consequences, the punishment is lower. So people are prepared to go through the punishment than paying back the real loan. Now, and that's why you see most people now want to borrow something from them, they check how much you want to collect. Okay, you say 1,000 naira. Your plasma is worth 50,000 naira. Go and bring your plasma. So if within this period of time which you say you will pay the money. If you don't pay it, you automatically lose your plasma. So by the time you check the value of your plasma for 50,000 and the money you have to pay is 2,000, you want to go and pay. But if I carry my phone, for example, now to collect 50,000 from you, and the value of the phone in the market was 70,000 naira, second hand, how much will you sell it if I use the phone to borrow money from you? You might be forced to sell that phone 20,000 less than your money. So if you come to borrow money from me, I said to go and bring you a plot of land, you'll be forced to pay back. But the consequence is just too small. It's the same thing that is happening with our companies that are violating the environment. They prefer to pay the
fine. Hello, Ola. Oh dear. God's Power is in the chair. God's Power, good morning to you. Why Ibiso standing by? Good morning to you, God's Power. All right, Ibiso on North Delhi Road. Good morning.
Good morning, you.
Good morning, please.
Like I said, they say they want to borrow money to farmers. The digital farmers go there and offend the analog farmers.
Ah, wow.
The digital farmers are the government officials. Because those are the
how do you people know all these things? This accusation, these are allegations that you people call them political farmers. Somebody said they are ghost farmers. Where are you people getting these terms from?
This is Nigeria. According to if you're entering Lagos, this is Lagos. We know them. Those that don't know even how to cut grass will not claim they are farmers. Why those that are the farmers that are suffering, they will chance them. You, if from I'm in the north, from this bridge, you are going to Adamawa, you are passing through Madageli, you see acres of land that farmers are farming. They will carry higher food than farm. But now, the government will not even go and make investigation. Some people just come, type everything, put sweet story there, they give them. That are the digital farmers. So now when they borrow the money, they will not come and give back because they know that everybody is taking from the boss and not giving back. And they will say that let us go out of cost settlement and pay this amount of money. We are in this country when some people allegedly loot billions of naira. Someone that loots like 100 billion naira, they say come and pay 5 billion. So as I'm listening to the station, when you hear that news, I'm hearing it now. So I wish I use that formula to go and take. So you see that most people are not genuine farmers. What are they even want the borrowing? Let the government go into partnership with these farmers, do a mechanized farming. If, for example, we borrow you 100 million naira, every month, pay us 500,000 naira or 200,000 naira. Close a post, not go. Let the bank have maybe made the agreement, be receiving that money. Because we have too much ghost farmers and digital farmers.
Ghost farmers?
They are everywhere. And they are, even this loan that the government just give, they are there. But they will say that, now you said that when you borrow money, they'll come and call you. When you want to go and borrow the money, you give if it's a number or if it's a consent.
Exactly.
To agree.
Exactly. I didn't, but yeah, that's what the loan companies do. Alfred is speaking to us. We have God's Power in the chair. Alfred, good morning to you, please.
Good morning, Jude.
Good morning.
I think the political farmers, like some people said, are the reason behind this. And then I would suggest that whoever that is at the head of these affairs, train his not to go close to the loan. So whichever measure the government would want to use would be effective to its fullest. Because when this loan is being given to their friends, their brothers, their girlfriends, their sisters, you see that measures to recover this loan would not be taken to effect. Thereby, the essence of the loan will be forfeited. The people that were giving the loan will feel, oh, it is the government loan, it is a free loan, it is the money the government is dashing us. Therefore, they will not remit, they will not pay back. But once the persons that are head of affairs give out this warning, that if you're giving this loan, note that whichever thing that will be done to Mr. B as my brother, as my sister, would also be done to you. You will see that some of these things will be done away.
Okay. All right. Gospel is Nietzsche. Gospel, thank you for your patience. Good morning, please.
Exactly. I've waited a long time.
I apologize.
Yes. Do you know there are many defaulters? The loan administrators are the primary customers.
Oh.
Yes. What do you mean by that? Because when they give the loan, they connive and work compromise and tell you take some percentage and give them to percentage and they write everything off. I know what happened in Fadama and all of that Greek loan. So Nigerians are not trustworthy. They don't trust each other, and we don't trust our people we borrow money from, and we are not serious at all.
Is that why Nigerian government doesn't pay? They don't pay their own loans.
Yes, because when you take something serious, you have to pay. And again, the collateral are not enough. They are not enough. When you want to give money, don't give them a high collateral. And you verify the collateral whether they are genuine.
Okay.
Whether individual, cooperative, or company, or federal government. No, when I said administration, when I talk of federal government, when they give a loan, they don't monitor. They don't see the collateral. They just say, okay. You know, Nigerian system. And many people thought that loan coming from government is a Christmas gift. Just we can do it the same way. And that's entire time in memorial, and that has been real cause. And Nigeria has not learned their lesson up to now. Individuals have run to bankruptcy because of they borrowed money to their friends or their brothers and this one. Borrowing is a very delicate some business. It's a very delicate, so you have to be careful whether individual, cooperative, or government. If not, government will send more public and then say we will produce even a bag of rice, and those money will go into their stomach as it is used here. If I would advise, I would tell government, don't give loan on agriculture and anything. Use it and establish something. So that thing will be running.
But Gospel,
okay,
but you know, Gospel, if you say government shouldn't give out loans for agriculture, how then will the people of the country, you know, benefit from government's intervention directly? How? You know, the government unfortunately cannot employ farmers and say, okay, farmers will be giving you, 40,000 or 100,000 every week to be farming, or be a month as farmers. No, we can't do that. Well, I don't know. I'm sure one scientist will come and tell me one day. Maybe one of you brilliant persons out there listening will shed some light. All right, Facebook at Nigeriainfo, PH at Nigeriainfo, PH at Nigeriainfo, PH. All right. Hello. Are you aware Nigerians are the only people that don't care to read menus and T's and C's? Emmanuel. Don't say the only people, because reading terms and conditions, I think it's a global problem, because there's a lot of legalese, in tiny print. So a lot of people don't, really get to read them. That's the truth. It's not just a Nigerian thing. It's everywhere. It's not okay. People from this place don't read. People from this place also read. No. Nahi. messages. Moses is in Rumigbo, but before we get to hear from Moses, and this one says, Jude, believe me or not, if I take any loan from any loan app, I will not pay, because these loan apps don't keep the contracts rich. Example, they show you 100,000 naira loan, but when you are credited, you see 5,000. Are you serious? Jude, I'm looking for loan apps to defraud. Elliot from Choba. No. We will not support you, unfortunately. But see that line, that accusation you made, I think something that we have to investigate. Moses, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Moses.
We are talking about son. I think there's one thing that is happening because I'm from North, and already there's one year to bring this on the quality father. So when you give when you register, they give you the loan. They give you say 200 that you go and farm. And after the way you go about it, something. So what happened then is that we go register, we pay money, we do everything, to collect the thing, or we waited. After what happened at the end is they share that money to the people. This councillor, and politicians.
You saw
that money.
You saw them sharing the money.
Yes, and then they use our name. They use our name to collect that loan.
They use your name to collect money.
Hello?
They use your name to collect money, Moses.
Yes, they use our name. Our name. All the pharmacy that in my community, they use our name to collect the money, and they went to bring the money, to get the money. They share the money among them. The loan to do this future, and then they don't use it to farm. So that's why sometimes don't know how government they used to give the loan. I don't know when they will just in one man big house and saying that they are giving loan. But then the loan will do to the rich people that they are farming.
Okay, Moses, thank you very much. George is in NTA Road. George, good morning to you. Welcome, please.
Good morning.
Good morning, George.
You see the problem I have with this agriculture loan. I once applied for this loan, and they came to my compound, they saw my fish pond, they saw the beds and everything. But after all documentation, pictures, I went to the office there, and somebody who does not have a farm showed up. And instead of giving me that has the facility to start my business, they rather gave it to the other woman because she said, give me the money and I will show you the farm. So you see where the ghost farmers comes in. Those who have facility, those who have things on ground don't get it. But those who don't have anything on ground are the ones who get it.
How are you sure she doesn't have the farm? She said they should give her the money.
She said it there that they should give her the money and she will show them the farm. But I showed them farm that did not give me money. I'll give you the second example. My fiancé is a fashion designer, a tailor, a seamstress. I had fun. When this agricultural loan came to the community, she got 400,000. I didn't get anything.
How did she get it? What
that is the problem. She filled form like we filled in agriculture from her own side. And they went there and she showed them, they didn't show them anything, but they saw my own small picture.
Wait, George. I don't mean to be sly here or to be unserious. But why didn't they give your own fiancé and not you? Is she better looking than you? Why did they give her the money and not you?
That is where the deception and all these things comes in. That we don't have a proper database for farmers. Anybody can just come in there. A bricklayer can just come in because the money they involve, fill form, and they will grant out. They don't investigate and follow up what they get. Maybe they get time along the way and just assign money to anybody without proper investigation to know who gets farm and who don't get farm.
Well, George, I would ask you to ask your fiancé what exactly her secret weapon is, because it doesn't make sense to me. You have a farm, she doesn't have a farm. They gave her the loan. I should have asked you, is she going to pay back, or are you the one going to pay back? Because these are the kind of issues you need to sort out before people get married. But I wish you all the very best. All right. Message is coming up.
Colors, they add meaning to our lives.
(792300003) WhatsApp, and they have messages and we're going to read them right now. WhatsApp and Telegram 0809-030-6416, and if you just join us, we're talking about government loans in general, and questions I've asked. Why are some Nigerians defaulting? Why don't they like to pay their loans, the debts that they owe from government loans, especially government loans? But it turns out that from what you are saying, that most of these government loans actually don't get disbursed to the people that need them. And so when accounts need to be, audited, and they need to be verified, and obviously people need to get to see what was done with that money, government says, "But we gave the money. The farmers have not returned the money to us." But I find someone said they find it very, very laughable, because if banks can go around and make sure they either get the money or their collateral from you, how much more the federal government of Nigeria? Of course they can. So who exactly are those farmers? You guys have called them political farmers. Some of you have called them ghost farmers. Who are these individuals who seemingly take loans, and they be taking loans, interestingly, from the time of tithe solaring? Can you imagine that? Wow. All right. These things. All right, let's get to read some messages. This one says, "I declare on your finances, if you're owing money, return." Okay, you are praying on top loans. All right. So it says, not Jude having a program about loans and a commercial coming up about borrowing airtime the right way. Trust me, it was not planned. It was not planned. All right, not planned. Not me. All right, trust me, I had no plan. Not my making. I don't know who scheduled it, but it's not mine. All right. Do you know that some people pay between 30 to 40% to secure government loans from agents? Some end up not even getting shishi. You see, you are doing things. Oh, wow. Well, we have another commercial coming up, and I don't know if there's going to be one about loans.
As I be person, mama, come also be doctor. We sabi treat